Welcome to the Canadian Beef Cattle Podcast, presented by the Beef Cattle Research Council. The most popular content from beefresearch.ca, available on the go. Before we get into this week's episode, a quick message from the BCRC. Ideally, after a calf is born, things go well and the cow and the newborn calf thrive. However, it is important for producers to know how to assess calves for subtle signs of distress or trauma that can occur due to a difficult calving. Good vigor is a vital characteristic. A vigorous newborn calf has the best chance to remain healthy and productive within the herd. The Calf Vigor Scoring System is a standardized exam that was developed to help producers evaluate newborn calves and determine whether early intervention measures are necessary. Learn about the steps of the Vigor Scoring System by watching the video linked in the show notes. This episode is titled, Bull Selection to Improve Your Bottom Line.
If it hasn't happened already, soon your mailboxes and inboxes will be filling up with catalogs for this year's bull sales. How can you identify which bull is going to work best for your operation? Purchasing the best bull for your operation's needs starts with good record keeping to identify your strengths and weaknesses. From there, you can work to narrow down your search based on breeding system, genetic goals, and budget. The following tips can help guide you in the process of purchasing your next herd sire. Tip number 1. It's not a one-size-fits-all when it comes to bull buying. Breeding programs will be determined by operational goals and the management practices that best fit those goals. A farm that auctions their calves at weaning may choose a crossbreeding program with high performance, while a farm that direct markets their beef may prefer the uniformity of a single breed. There are many different types of bulls available, and effective sire selection requires an understanding of the available genetics as well as your own operation. Aiming for bull genetics that complement your current cow herd and fit with your operational goals will contribute to increased revenue and reduce costs. Each breed of cattle has distinct traits that allow them to excel in different geographical and managerial environments. Depending on the goals of the operation, a sire can be chosen that has the potential to make positive changes to your operation in the areas you've identified for improvement. Tip number 2. Consider both the short-term gain and the long-term investment. Bull selection is one of the most important decisions for cow-calf producers, with implications for short and long-term profitability of the operation. The choice of bull can be immediately seen in the subsequent calf crop. If the operation retains heifers and/or bulls, the genetics in the selected bull will be passed down to subsequent generations. Introducing new genetics is a permanent change to the herd, compared to the more temporary nature of, say, supplements or management practices. As such, bull selection can be seen as a long-term investment into the operation. Research in the area of beef cattle genetics has been growing significantly. There are opportunities to improve profitability through sire selection. However, with a multitude of traits, breed differences, operational goals, and management practices, bull selection is a complex decision. Tip number 3. Narrow down your search. Given the plethora of EPDs available, trying to sort through 10 or 12 individual EPDs that may not have relevance to your particular operation can easily lead to information overload. Many breed associations provide selection indexes that combine multiple traits into one number. By focusing on economically relevant traits, ERTs, you can eliminate those bits of information that will not directly impact your operation's profitability. Economically relevant traits are those that are directly associated with a source of revenue or cost. Not all EPDs represent ERTs. Instead, they use a related or indicator trait to estimate the ERT. One of the best examples is birth weight. Decreasing a bull's birth weight by 5 pounds does not have any associated income or cost, but is often used as a bull buying criteria in the effort to reduce calving problems. To learn more about ERTs versus indicator traits, please refer to a BCRC article titled Using Economically Relevant Traits, which is linked in the show notes. And tip number 4, get your money's worth. Identifying a fair price during sire selection contributes directly to your bottom line. To estimate break-even bull price, a bull valuation calculator has been developed by the BCRC. The purpose is to provide a general idea of how much a bull is worth based on key farm parameters. The value a bull provides depends on its individual performance, the environment, management, and markets. For example, large frame bulls require more feed, leading to a higher maintenance cost, but they may be offset by heavier calves at sale time. A bull's value is delivered through the calves sired over a lifetime, the long-term genetic change of the herd, and salvage value at the end of a productive life. The value provided depends on cost factors, including bull maintenance cost and death loss, performance factors, including years of service, the expected cow-to-bull ratio, expected weaning rate, expected weight of feeders, and proportion of the calf value attributed to the bull, and price factors, including expected price of feeders and salvage value. Learn more and get access to the Bull Valuation Calculator at the BCRC website at beefresearch.ca or linked in the show notes.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode. You can find all relevant links and information at beefresearch.ca or in the show notes. The Beef Cattle Research Council is funded by the Canadian Beef Cattle Checkoff and strives for excellence in the production of Canadian beef, cattle, and forage through research, innovation, and extension. Tune in every Tuesday as the Canadian Beef Cattle Podcast delivers straightforward insights, expert information, and a wealth of practical knowledge for Canadian beef producers. Subscribe now.